Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for P-Valley Season 1, Episode 7, okay? After this episode, we only have one episode left of the season. Okay, but they have a Season 2 already greenlit, so at least we know they will be coming back for more, okay? If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird. JayBird. Dun 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 dun. I'm talking kind of low with all that goodness and stuff. It's time to breathe. Okay, y'all ready? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay? And remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. And yeah, okay. A lot going on in the world today and stuff. Do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section, and also share it on your social media by hitting the little share button. You can also follow me on IG and or Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Boom. Okay. So first things first, we see the Kyle brothers meeting with, seeing Uncle Black Man, Mayor Ruffin and whatnot. Andre upset that they would not be getting the $6 million they were promised. Now they will be getting. Instead, the deal is they'll get $500,000 up front, and then $15,000 per month. But they'll also get 1% of the gross revenue of the casino. I'm saying, as Clifford says, the casino. Once it opens up, and they not too happy about that, but you know what I'm saying, Andre, like, you know what I'm saying, that's the deal that, that my job wants or whatever, so take it or leave it. And Mayor Black Man Ruffin brings up how, was something better than nothing, you know what I'm saying, because if you don't take this, they don't have nothing for you. And so reluctantly, you know what I'm saying, they sign. And now Andre, like, you can either sign it right now, like the easy way, because we can't do things the old-fashioned way. And then the brother then see that Corbin had already signed, okay, earlier that day, and Corbin had been pushing for the lease anyway, so they now realize, oh, you did this because some shit that Corbin said, so now we upset or whatever. He said, yep, and your brother did not need no gun to his head to sign it. So once they sign it, okay, Uncle Mayor Man, whatever, told that, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying, you did this one thing, you know what I'm saying, we are the council, okay, and once this casino is up and running and it's all said and done, we will be sure to elect a new mayor. And then they leave or whatever. I'm like, okay, so now Uncle Daddy, Mayor Man, like, did you go behind my back, Andre, and change this deal? Is that what you did to me? You don't know shit about what's going on down here. Andre lie, like, nope. This is what they wanted. The bosses want this or whatever, but let's go down to your ribbon cutting to your newly named park or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He like, look, I had to come through for certain promises that I made to people. That's how things go here. You have to do things to get things or whatever. Andre feel like, you let them boys get away with murder down here, and you also want to give them millions and millions of dollars just because you owe them. Like, that is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's the things where Andre know one little thing and think he know every little thing, and that ain't really true. You think you did something because you up one little white cracker? You say our unemployment rate is high. People don't be graduating down here, whatever. I'm trying to help my city. Okay, I'm the mayor of Chuckaloo. I'm trying to help the city. Okay, you don't know shit. I have lived in segregation. I have done this and done that. I walked 6 miles to school. You know what I'm saying? Everything coming to cost. Everything come at a cost, including what you just did. Okay, your crown that you wear was bought and paid for by people like me. I say, come on now, because he lived it. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to do certain things that I didn't have growing up. I paid the way for you, okay? And everything cost, including that college education your mom and daddy couldn't pay for, that I paid for. Your God, daddy. I'm like, well, okay. And again, it was a good combination of Andre feeling like this one thing you did wrong, I need to outplay you. And Uncle Mayor Daddy Man, like, you know what I'm saying, I've done all of these things in my past, and I may not be 100% on the up and up, but I ain't that crooked either. Okay, you have to pay to play around here and whatnot. And that's the kind of arguing, fussing or whatever. We then get what's old girl name? The secretary come in or whatever, like, we can't go down to your park right now and say it's a whole protest, about the casino. He like, what? On the news we see Patrice Woodbine, okay, and Uncle Clifford on there together, working together for the time being, as we might add. Preaching and protesting about, they had the park is one thing, but y'all don't know this park is the beginning. They also have a casino coming, so y'all need to sign a petition to force the council to have a citywide vote. They should not be able to just push this casino through without us voting for it. And then we see Mercedes see her mama on the news talking about, come on down to my church and sign a petition. And she then see Clifford right next to her mama, and come on down to the paint, come on down to the paint and sign the petition. And so she's pissed. She's highly pissed. You see Mayor Uncle Daddy, Brother Man is pissed. Andre looks like, oh, okay, I could be pissed, could not be pissed, or whatever. And it's just an angry situation going on around here, okay? And then when Uncle Mayor Daddy Ruffin go on down to the park after all that is done or whatever, it looks a little bit of a mess. Not horrible, but not as clean as it could have been or whatever. You know what, Andre? After we get the paint, I'm done with you. And I'm looking like, are you really Uncle Daddy? We don't know. Now we then see Uncle Clifford. He gets home and Corbin is there, okay? And Corbin has now gotten his ass beat by his brothers, okay? And I'm like, well, that's, not a good thing or whatnot, get your ass beat. But sometimes, you do things happen or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? And he tells Clifford how, I can't believe he was out here protesting. You can't be doing that. I'm saying the casino is not a bad thing. Clifford, what are you doing? Well, I want a piece of that for me. I want a deal like you got, okay? I want my $6 million. I just need a piece of the pie, too. And then Corbin lets her know, like, they not gonna give you, white folk ain't gonna pay you for something they can get for free. That's just not what they do. And saving the paint just kind of wasn't a piece of the deal. They need your property to do the casino, like, and that's just what it is, basically. And then, which pissed Clifford off. You're like, the next time, you want to get your ass beat, don't come down to my club. Don't come down to my club getting your ass beat. Go home and let your brothers beat your ass, because they feel two different ways, okay? Clifford feel like, you getting some other deal, why can't I get some other deal too? And he feel like, well, we need your property to get this deal, which would help the city. So it's like two sides of a coin, to where Clifford wasn't trying to stop the casino. She just wanted to get a piece of a lease or a piece of some money to try to save the club. And was like, that probably ain't gonna happen or whatever. But again, now he can't, come down to the paint no more and get his ass beat like he been doing for years or whatnot. So we see Lil Murder at the club rehearsing. You know what I'm saying? We see Keyshawn down there too, and he's doing horrible, okay? She's like, let's go talk. So she pulls him aside, like, you know what I'm saying? You need to get over your stage fright. Like, you not perform. Like, it's bad. It's real, real bad. And he like, I'm good. I need to. She's like, nah, you not good, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come with me. She takes him to the champagne room or whatever. Makes him strip naked, okay? Down to his Air Force Ones and his socks, okay? And she tells him how, you know what I'm saying? At times, I feel like I'm not good enough on stage either. You know what I'm saying? But the lights come on and it's showtime when I show up and I show out. Okay, you have to strip yourself down naked and be the same way you are on your music on stage. That's the way to do it. You have to feel the music. Okay, do that. She cuts the music on and say, close your eyes. Okay, feel the beat. Feel the feeling of your music or whatever, and then go. And he starts rapping. And I'm like, okay, Lil Murder, looking all good, flexing his muscles that he got. He felt it, okay? He got his swagger back or whatever. And it was a good thing to see him. First, he was rapping naked, okay? I mean, he was rapping at one point. He bent down or whatever. And I'm like, why his dick ain't showing? Like, I would have just wanted a little bit of penis to show in between the legs. But I get we can't get all that or whatever. But it was a cute scene to see how Keyshawn explained how she performs as Mississippi, okay? She has to get up there and show out or whatever. And she could tell that, Lil Murder had that same fear in him, and he hadn't figured out how to not have it just yet. We then see Uncle Clifford gets to the club, and who's there but Sheriff? I want some money to break the rules. Clifford. I don't know what his last name is. So he tells her how you saying, I don't know what you did to the mayor, but he will have you shut down if you sell liquor and show titties. So you can't be showing titties or you can't be selling liquor. You can't do them both, and I can't, look. I can't. You can't pay me to look the other way like that. Like you is sum up, and he don't care no more. I'm saying I gotta do my job or whatnot. You know what? I can't believe this. You know what I'm saying? Let the mayor know if the paint go down tomorrow at the auction or whatever. I won't be the only one sucking dick. I'm looking like, well, who else gonna be sucking dick? Why everybody gotta be sucking dick? What's going on here or whatnot? You know what I'm saying? And so Clifford goes in and whatnot. So as the sheriff is leaving, Haley arrives to the club, whatever, and he sees her. He looking like, why does that face look familiar? He then pulls out the picture and realizes, oh, she's the missing person. This is the thing for me. When he seen her, I'm like, why would he walk up and say, hey, is this you? Someone's looking for you. The fact that he didn't say shit, he just left, I'm looking like, see, you can't trust some cops. I also feel like this Haley not go nowhere to where the Mr. Posters is, but I digress, okay? Now, we do see Uncle Clifford get to the office, and Mercedes is in there, when she pissed, okay? Because I cannot believe how the fuck you gonna join teams with the devil herself, okay? With Patrice Woodbine, you know that bitch ain't right. Look, I am losing my club, Mercedes, okay? I don't know nobody else besides man who was as big as us. I needed someone to help me. I am losing the paint tomorrow. I have nothing without the paint, okay? Who gonna hire Big L? Who gonna hire these hoes? Okay, what am I gonna do without my club? Okay, you right. If it ain't a crowd in the paint, okay, you need to do rule number something. It is okay. It's dance like tonight is the last night. Well, I mean, well, it is the last night or whatever. She asked Mercedes, "You need to dance tonight." I'm saying, I told you once I'm done, I'm done. Don't you make me bury my club without my bottom bitch, okay? I have done so much for you. You need to be here tonight, period, okay? And she's like, okay, I'm fine, whatever. So she go down to the locker room or whatever. Hey, wardrobe lady, I need your best of the best of the best, outfits or whatever, because it's my last night. It's my last night dancing or whatever. We then see her and Haley have a whole little conversation. Them separately, they go to the champagne room. And they're just exchanging money. And she pays Mercedes, but she gives her $20K and not $10K. Saying, don't you need $20K to get your gym? She's like, yeah, but I did 10 grand worth of work. Pay me just 10 grand. I don't need the extra money or whatnot. Leave it be. I have an idea of what else to do. And then she's like, okay, cool, no problem and whatnot. So she's like, why you really, you gonna really leave? She's like, yeah, I'm leaving. You ain't gonna say about nobody? Nope. Not even Andre. Girl, I called him and told him bye, but I'm good because he's married. She's like, so? When Mercedes said every woman shares her man with somebody, if it ain't their mama, it's their baby mama. That's different. You can't compare a wife sharing her husband with his mom versus a wife sharing her husband with a stripper. That's just, I don't believe it or whatever. Oh, so this, saying, fuck they vows, Mercedes? That's what you gonna say? I'm saying we have to want more. And she then said, ain't no love for ladies selling lust. You know what I'm saying? All they want from us is lust because that's how we met them. That's what we gave them first, okay? But what I would do is I would bring him down here and just give him something to remember you by because you're leaving. Because I wish I could have said goodbye to someone I once knew, and I'm sad I never could do that. And I think her telling Haley to do that was less about, girl, get that money. It's more about you're leaving and you like that dude, so to be able to say goodbye to him, or you may regret it later and whatnot. So I got what it was and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So we do see Uncle Clifford talking to all the staff, okay, all the strippers, all the bartenders, okay, the DJ, the wardrobe lady, Big L, Diamond, all of them and whatnot. It's our last time here. In life, you have to take a couple losses to get an actual win sometime. And we taking the L today. We're going to have a good time. I'm saying we can't show no titties tonight. I'm saying because the mayor's on some bullshit. But let's pray for we have a good night. That Big L and Diamond don't let anyone in who don't sign a petition. That DJ always scared. No, DJ never scared. Play his best music. The wardrobe lady gives everybody the best looks they need. You know what I'm saying? The Holy Trinity do great, great, great. That the light skin Autumn does well. That the dancers dance well or whatever. The bar, all these things. We have all the drug dealers, all the scammers here to give us all the money, all the Skrilla. Okay, let's go out with a bang and make this Skrilla. Now I'm like, okay, it's a way to pep talk your people. At a strip club, how else can you pep talk people? I don't know. Anyway, we then see Murder and Uncle Clifford or whatever. And he like, where are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm taking you to go see the stars, okay? Because they're walking in it's like outside in the woods or whatever. And Cliff like, where is it? What are you doing? You can't see no stars at night out here, okay? And he got Uncle Clifford's car out back in the woods, where as you see the lights in the car like they stars. I'm like, oh, that is so nice. And so in the car they just vibing, drinking a little bit, smoking a little bit or whatever, chit chatting a little bit. And then he asked her, are you okay, with everything? Tonight I have to be okay. Like I'm okay tonight because I have to be. People depend on me. I'm saying, so I don't want to talk about that tonight. Now tomorrow I won't be okay. And we're going to have another, talk about that tomorrow. But today, let's just let today be today. And then, they talk a little bit. And Lil Murder want a little bit sexy. Not tonight. No. So Lil Murder give a little bit of a hand job. Okay. I'm assuming, because I'm assuming that Clever has penis. And whatnot. And, that gives some things that happening. And then they in the back of the car doing some things. Steaming up the windows under the stars. Now I feel like, you have to make the best of your situation. And the fact that they can't go many places based on both of them having things that they are trying to hide and not have out in the open, to be able to be outside and, vibe with one another, have sex with one another, whatever, is a great feeling. So, they got it in the car and stuff. Okay, so we then see in the dressing room, Keyshawn still got bruises that she has to cover and whatnot. And Git's like, I don't know how she, why she don't just leave. Like, I don't get it. And Autumn then says, because, when you leave, that's most likely the time they'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? So some people just stay. You sound like personally. And she was just like, and that or whatever. But we do see Haley Van text Andre, who's at the bar drinking, because he's some shit. And she said, one more time last night, come down to the pank or whatever. I'm just like, Now we do see Keyshawn all nervous, so she goes out to the back to have a little fresh air, whatever, and she runs into Diamond, okay? And he sees she real nervous, you know what I'm saying? And she brings her, I just can't believe I'm the headliner, because it's murder night. All this time, it's always been Mercedes. So this is Keyshawn's first time being the headlining dancer. And so she just, nerves or whatever. So Diamond takes out his chain and gives it to her. This is a healing crystal. It gives you courage. I'm saying my friend in the war, girl, would send it to him or whatever. And he would teach us all about it. And he was wearing it the day that he died, saving my life. I'm saying, and when he died, I took what was left of the crystal and made this necklace or whatever. She was like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? He it gave me a lot of courage. Maybe it'll give you some too. And I'm like, the connection, the feeling of the sexual tension, and just the likability of these two in the same scene. I felt it in my skin at home, okay? And it's like, can you put it on me? And then, he put it on and they just look at one another and they almost go in for a kiss. And here comes Gidget ass being all interruptive or whatever because she pissed off because her damn boyfriend won't come tonight. Girl, you been in town. Leave that man be or whatnot. You didn't interrupt it. Okay, Keyshawn and Diamond's kissing. I'm pissed off at you not, Gidget. God damn it. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? She go back in or whatever. He go back in. Is that on that? I need Diamond to tell her, girl, just let me kill Derek and we can be together. You don't have to be with him. I can kill him dead or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna have that. We then see out the club or whatever, Diamond doing the job. You know what I'm saying? We see Murder's manager getting there or whatever, looking for him but don't know where he at. He takes a phone call. So he walks away. And when he walks away, Because Murder has like execs coming to see him tonight and whatnot. And as he's like standing like by the side of the building, like by the alleyway or whatever, all right, you know what I'm saying, he'll be on the 12, blah blah blah. He look up and he see Murder walking through the woods back to the club with Clifford. He like, boom. We then see Keyshawn, baby daddy Derek or whatever, get to the club. Hey, I'm here to see Keyshawn. And Diamond like, back in the line, like, you don't walk in, we don't like you here, bro. Go ahead back to somewhere. Okay, boom. We then see Montavious. We see Montavious getting checked. And who was behind Montavious? Andre. So 2 men, one there for Haley, the other there for Autumn. Well, technically, they both there for Haley because Andre knows her name is Haley or whatever. But when Diamond pat him down, he had a whole knife in his boot. A knife in your boot? So of course they take that from him or whatever. Now when Andre is there, at first Big L say, Clifford may not want him here, and then Down say, no, he can come in. He's got to sign a petition, because again they want all the signatures on the petition or whatever, so he gets in because he signed a petition. He don't know what he want to do, but I digress or whatever. So in the club we see Gidget. Gidget sees Derek and she don't like Derek because Derek is still beating Keyshawn ass every day or whatever. And one day she gonna leave you, her and the kids gonna come stay with me, you know what I'm saying, and she gonna know that you ain't shit. He was like, oh, you in that damn trailer park with that your crackhead ass mama girl back, you know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna ever leave me. It'll be hell before she leave me to live with you in a trailer park. So leave me the fuck be. Keep your ass in the trailer of the park. I'm like, just so nice. We do see Haley and Andre like eyes. Hey Andre, hey Haley, you know what I'm saying? Let's go back on to the champagne room. And in the back, you know what I'm saying, she dancing naked. Now, even though Clifford said, no titties out, she got butt booty naked to dance for Andre. Because again, it's the last night or whatever. And as she dancing, he like, so why you leaving? Oh, why? You want to come with me? And he like, just stay. Just stay. And then as she's dancing naked on him, his phone keeps ringing. It's his wife, Brandy. But he keeps sending it to voice. Is it Brandy or Brittany? Somewhere to be. He keeps sending her the voicemail or whatever. And then, she just keep dancing. And so she naked. Now she took a dick out. And I'm like, oh, they having sex in the champagne room or whatever. But Brittany or is it girl, whatever her name is, his wife keeps calling. So she's like, you need to answer that. It could be important. And so she puts his phone up and she answers it for him. And then, puts it to his ear or whatever. And, she's like, Andre, where you at? And I'm like, he in the club getting fucked by the stripper. And then he say, oh, I'm at my place. Cause I'm here. I'm at your hotel. Where you at? Oh, the place. The club. I'm at the club, girl. Oh, okay, I'm coming down there. No, you stay there. I'll be there. Like, don't leave. I'll be there. And so the whole time, Hayden stood up. She looked at him or whatever. And then, so you have to leave, right? He's like, bye, Andre. He was like, bye, Haley. And he walks away. And I'm like, oh, I kind of wanted them to be together. I knew they could not be together, but I feel like they could be together. Because Andre don't love his wife. He can't love his wife. You know why? Because he then went back to see his wife at the hotel or whatever. He walked in and she pissed. Where was you at? What was you doing? Who was you with? You was not with your Uncle Daddy because I called him and he said he didn't know where you was. So who was you all hugged up with? He like, ain't nobody here for me to cheat on you with. Oh, so if it was someone here, you would cheat? I'm like, has he cheated before? And she just like, and she know he on some bullshit or whatnot. He like, shut the fuck up. And she was like, what? He was like, shut the fuck up. Girl starts kissing on her or whatever. I'm looking like he finna fuck her with the lust and the tension and the attraction that's built up in him off Haley. Okay, he showed enough, get naked. She's like, what? Oh my god. Well, fine. He give her some aggressive head and then fuck her real hard on the table. It was quick though. And she's like, oh, you must have missed me. He was like, I'm going to take a shower. No, honey, he fucked you off a stripper's aggression. Okay. And I'm like, your man can walk in and miss you something that he just had to fuck you. But it was the way he did things, to me, felt like it had nothing to do with her. He just had something on him that he had to get out. And you basically just helped him masturbate. That's all. Anyway, so that was that with that. Now we do see Lil Murder at the club, and he getting his stuff together. Okay, we then see his manager walks on up. Okay, talking to him, and they like, man, let me run up on me like that. What's going on or whatnot? He like, LaMarcus, I told you don't be using my government name, man. You know what I'm saying? What's up, bruh? I saw you come from the river with Clifford. You know what I'm saying? I thought you said that was a one-time thing. He like, man, it was. He like, look, you know what I'm saying? You got all this pussy being talked at you, all this pussy, you know, this money, these execs or whatever. But you in the bushes catching feelings, I ain't caught shit, man. I ain't caught shit. Like, look, when two people fall in love, their hearts beat at the same beat with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Look, you like what you like. It couldn't be me, but that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But the heart wants what it wants. You know what I'm saying? You can't control that. But what you can control is how many folks know what you're doing at the pank in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So you not about to get in the way of us making this money. Okay? So remember that. And I felt like, I'm like, was that a threat? Was it a suggestion? Was it saying be more careful? Was it saying, leave it be at all? Like, so much can be said for that advice. Because it can mean be more careful. Because anyone seeing you will be a bad thing. It also could mean don't do it at all because you don't want to get caught. Okay? Or it could mean do it outright that you don't get caught and then people caught off guard or whatever. I'm like, it can go so many ways. I feel like he meant cut it off, but I mean, who knows or whatever. So we then see Mercedes she's at the club and she's looking for a mark, okay? And she runs into Montavious, who tells her, I'm good, love. But he still gives her a stack of cash. He say, I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? I got my heart set on someone else tonight. And he points to Autumn. And then she's like, oh, so you want our girl Autumn Night? He's like, yeah, Autumn Night. Yeah, her. Because we see Autumn's on the stage, so she can't even see him from where she at. So then Mercedes stand up and she wave her over. And then when she walks up closer, you know what I'm saying, and she sees it's him, she looks like a ghost caught in head, like a ghost caught in headlights in full and everything. And then she's like, girl, he want a private dance. So I'm saying, go make that money. But I felt like Mercedes not picking up on how quickly Autumn changed from like, girl, hey, who's Mark or whatever, to looking terrified. It pissed me off a little bit to look like Mercedes is smart and she can read a room. So how does she not read that instantly? Now, when Autumn finally did walk off with him, you know what I'm saying, after hesitating, Mercedes did look like, that was weird. But I felt like based on who she is and how she reads the room, she should have picked up on it before Autumn walked away. Like, this seeing her freeze should have been an indication of what, of something and whatnot. But she got distracted too because the coach, who whatever, walked up and she had to go walk off with him and whatnot. I'm like, So we then see, Murder in his little coat, dressed up, looking all cute with blue hair or whatever, getting ready to go on stage and looking like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta just, get it done, I gotta, do my shit or whatever. He watching the crowd from behind the scene and he just, getting himself prepared to be on stage, okay? We then see Autumn and Montavious in the little, blue cloud room. I've been looking for you all up the Mississippi River. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I shot you. Yeah, not good enough. Where is my money, Haley? And then the thing cuts off and you hear, welcome to murder night. I'm looking like, so who gonna get murdered? See, you have to be careful what you name things. You have to be careful what you put in the air. You keep, promoting murder night. Okay, you got Haley with her damn crazy ass ex. Okay, you got crazy ass Derek beating no ass in there with Keyshawn. And even, Patrice Woodbound could show up and Mercedes might be there. Who knows? But I feel like we know someone gonna die. We just don't know who. I don't want nobody to die besides Derek. I'm just saying. Because there's only one episode left. But that was the whole episode. I hope you guys liked it. I'll talk to y'all later.